And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The Nittany Lions racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And the offense, after giving up that sack, they're not going to take time to think about what happened. They're going right back to the line of scrimmage to try to run another play.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And they swarm him under. And the Nittany Lions are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that's back-to-back now. We've seen this running back get it done on their opening drive of the game. That last carry got the first down. So if I'm the offensive coordinator right now, I love the way my O-line's playing, and I love the way this guy's toting the rock. I'm going to give it to him again.
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Nittany Lions in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23. The 7th play of this opening drive. They'll need to move the chains on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Out of the gun, the give to the back. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosion...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this way. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking to throw, it's Stone. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense. And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Looking to the big tight end. Working on the right. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Northwestern ready to dial one up on first down. Just keeps slinging it. He lobs one high down the left side. Catch and stride inside the 15. He's brought down the 1, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. And the Wildcats are flying down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. He's forced out of bounds just short of the goal line, a mere yard away from Pater.
Hey, who says hitch passes can't get big yards? Receiver catches it, makes a guy miss, and goes and gets a first down.
Now on first and goal as they try to answer that opener with a touchdown of their own. They'll try to slam it in. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on first down.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense. You're creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Deflected near the end zone.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. No hesitation from this head coach. He will go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. To the air, it's Stone. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting the drive from their own 1. From his end zone, he'll go up top. Finds his man down the middle. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. New set of downs after the completion. To the air on first down. Under fire. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
It'll be a first down as he gets it to the 24-yard line. The Nittany Lions want to crank the tempo. Wants to go up top on first down. Pulls it in. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Hudson. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They've got a first down here to open the period. He'll keep it himself. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
That pass is incomplete.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Caught over the middle. It's Pena. And boy, is he close to that first down. Maybe just a couple of inches short. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Penn State!
What a great play call there on 4th down. You know, they script and practice these all throughout the week. You've got to be able to call something that you know you can run in your sleep. Beautiful execution on that 4th down play for a touchdown.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being...
There he goes! Smashes through the tackle. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Under fire. Picked off to stop the threat. Looking for more room.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Caught in the backfield. It's Singleton. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Looking to take a shot. It's complete. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well. Offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
He'll bring it out. And the returner will be dragged down. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Got a man. It's Farrell. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Well, this little guy is going to be difficult for any DB to cover, especially on these slant throws, because he gets out of his break and he explodes off the line of scrimmage so quickly.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
The Wildcats will try to move the chains on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grab near the sticks. It's Farrell. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Move those chains without a hitch. Well, actually, with a hitch, but you get the point.
I like that. Nicely done. The defense probably should have understood the ball was coming out quick, something like a hitch, a slant, the screen, something fast. They didn't. QB gets it on the money. Receiver gets the extra yards. Easy pitch and catch for the first down.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving. It's... Oh, he's got some space. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stabbed.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Northwestern. Big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
Lining up for the PAT. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. So a drive there of 85 yards and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Martin. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Floating away. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the ball goes out of bounds, and it'll be a big loss on the play. If this were a wider field, like maybe in Canada or something, that might have been a turnover.
And they could have turned it into a rouge, eh? I mean, this was a great chance by the defense here. I just love the fact that they are flying around and trying to dislodge the football from these ball players.
Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Reynolds. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. The Nittany Lions are in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on first down. Now improvising. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They got to get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Going downfield for the big play. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on fourth down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away and doing it cleanly. No PI, and as a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming off the field.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. And the Wildcats can really attack on this second and short. Sends it back in motion. Back to throw, it's Stone. Grabbed behind the line, it's Porter. Still running at the 35. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. Fires to the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on second down and goal?
Going for 6. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
Well, the defense is making some big plays here right up against their own goal line. They forced 2 straight incompletions, now setting up third down. You're expecting pass again. Is this a situation where they're going to want to blitz, or do they stay back, play zone, and try to break on the ball?
Big guy smells it. Big fella's not going to make it to the sticks, and it'll be fourth down.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude could throw it through a car wash and not get it wet. Great job of putting that ball on the line to his wide receiver.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The offense didn't even glance to the sidelines. They'll stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. They want to throw it. Touchdown, Wildcats! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Singleton. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. To the air on first down. Unleashes one deep. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away. The Nittany Lions will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Scrambling away. Zings it complete to the right. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Really nice job by the quarterback, dropping back, understanding. He knew his wide receiver was going to drag across the middle of the field. Good timing, waiting for him to come open, hitting him with the strike.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Back to throw, it's Stone. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
It's 4th and 8 and never a hesitation. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Moving out of the pocket. He'll get rid of it. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field. Because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven, if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Finds a crease at the 20.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Nittany Lions headed quickly to the line. The play-action fake. Steps away. Fires into the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open, I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now, and I'm using my athleticism, and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Snares it outside. It's Farrell.
Awesome body control and great job, too, knowing where he is on the field to make sure he got his feet down in bounds. At this point, this guy's been open all over the field, and if I'm the QB, man, I keep throwing him the ball.
Throws to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
On 4th down, going to the air. Here comes the heat. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
Man, defensively, this is beautiful. You want them to be aggressive. You got to continue to get stops. You got the lead. Now you give the ball back to your offense again with a chance to salt this away here in the second half.
A strike downfield. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Stone. Looking to scramble. He's going to run it. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run. You got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it.